commute to my co-working space with me. I am on my way to work. I just came from the gym and I've been a member of this gym for 5 or 6 years. So clearly I like it. Clearly, no matter what I'm about to say about community management is fine. I'm going to keep going there. But I wanted today to talk a little bit about community management, punishments, and mass emails. So my gym is small and you have to reserve your spot because each class only holds 12 people. So you book your space in advance. And then if you need to cancel, if you do it 12 hours or more in advance, it's fine. You don't lose anything. If you late cancel or don't show up, you get an automatic late penalty fee on your account. So you lose somewhere between $15 and $25 per session you late cancel. So it is not a small amount of money. That's like lunch out downtown amount of money. So it's kind of a big deal. I find myself having to late cancel a lot because I'm a person who sometimes wakes up at 6 a.m. with a migraine and I have a Pilates class scheduled for 8 a.m. I'm not going to go to Pilates with a migraine. So I late cancel, I pay the fee, it sucks. But I do it because I know the rules. I've been a member forever. I've known these rules for 5 years. Other times I wake up and a kid is barfing. I can't go to Pilates when my kids are sick, so I have to late cancel and I pay a penalty. Happily, I guess, to do that. I don't love the policy because the gym caters to mostly women and I feel like we're the default caregivers, and that's a whole other video. But here's what's annoying to me about paying a financial penalty when I can't show up to something I reserved. I pay a financial penalty. It hurts. I know it. I see it on my credit card statement. And then every couple of months, the gym sends out a mass email to all users saying, stop late canceling. Stop being inconsiderate members of our gym community by late canceling. And it's like, I'm not trying to be an inconsiderate member of my gym community. I'm trying to be a person who has health issues and has little kids. So the point of this video is to say it's fine if you need to charge a late fee or whatever in your space for somebody who doesn't show up for a resource they booked. I get it. But you can't also pair that with mass emails every 3 months admonishing people for paying their penalties. So you can do, well, you can't do one or the other. You can have the penalty. People know they're paying it. They're not blind to that. They understand the risk they're taking when they late cancel. And you also, at the same time, shouldn't send mass emails when you're trying to correct behavior, because I guarantee that somewhere in their software is an analytic that tells them who the worst offenders are. And I think a better technique to help members of the community who you feel are being inconsiderate to the community is next time you see me at the gym, say, I noticed that you've had a lot of late cancels. Are you okay? Let's talk about the difference, how that feels to get a mass email saying, stop being inconsiderate, versus someone who notices you when you come into the space and they say, is everything okay? I've been worried about you because I've seen how many late cancels you've had. And then that gives me the opportunity to say, thank you so much for noticing. My whole family had the flu. Every day I woke up, somebody new was sick. I'm so sad I had to late cancel. Like, thank you for checking on me. I'm aware of the policy. I'm not abusing it. And it would create an opportunity for them to really build community with me, or with anyone who this is happening to. Like, I just don't think that people misuse the systems in the community for fun. I don't think anybody does that. So if you've got policies in place in your community that penalize people for no-shows, or they're doing something that makes you feel like they're being an inconsiderate member of the community, I would challenge you to use that opportunity to notice them as a person and have an in-person conversation with them the next time you see them. The steps of that would be A, notice they've come back to your space. Express how happy you are to see them. Express that you've been worried about them because you noticed they hadn't been in a lot. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Is there anything we can do to help? And you will build the strongest community and the most loyal, devoted users of your space. So just remember this next time you're trying to change the behavior in your community, do it one to one instead of one to many.